Every time Kirby heals his friend,
Yeah.
he has to kiss him, right? King DDD looks so dumb. Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm gonna be doing the good, the bad, the ugly, and the awesome review of Kirby Star Allies. This game right here, this one. Woo! Let's get started with the good. So within the game, there are these mini puzzles. So in Kirby Star Allies, you control Kirby and 3 of his friends, and the 3 friends have unique abilities, and you can combine the abilities. And throughout the game, there's these mini puzzles that, for like 1 second, require you to like think instead of just constantly like running through the game. You have to use like a certain enemy's ability. You have to like light one guy's staff on fire or whatever, and you have to stick it through the wall to light a fuse, and then you gotta jump in and it blows up. Thought that was really good. Thought it was really well done and paced well throughout the game. So I ran through the game relatively quick, and as far as like end game and extra game modes go towards the end, overall I thought they were good. There's 4 game modes. I forget the name of them, but one of them was like the wood chop one. That one was okay. The one where you hit the baseball bat against the incoming meteor, that one was okay as well. The ones where it really shines, the really good like stuff at the end of the game, was the time trial, which you play as one of Kirby's allies instead of Kirby, and you run through the like a designated set of levels as fast as you can, and they measure the time and how fast you did it at the end. There's power-ups like attack up, defense up, speed up, I believe, that help you get through the level faster. And the other game mode, I don't know what it's called, but it was like Kirby was like dumping like hot sauce on the title menu for the game mode. It's kind of like a boss rush mode where you fight, you know, X amount of bosses in a row with limited health resources, and it's also timed as well. So I thought that was really interesting game mode. Pretty fun to do. All right, so moving on to the bad. Kirby, in order to regain health or give health back to his allies, he would have to baby bird them, where he would eat the food or they would eat the food and then they would share via kisses. I thought that was kind of weird. Like, it was really weird. And it was the King DDD, when you fed him, he was having like an existential crisis. He's just like staring off into the distance like, yo, this bro, he just kissed me, like. So I thought that was kind of odd, a little bit odd. Another bad thing about the game that I kind of got annoying was there's this one control aspect. Each character that you take control of has designated moves. So like attack would obviously do like a certain attack, but if you push forward an attack, some classes would do a dash, and sometimes it would dash when I didn't want it to dash, or it would attack when I wanted it to dash. So that kind of got annoying a little bit over the course of the game. Oh man, you know what else was bad? The one-use enemies. So like the singing frog, I believe, and the bomb. You would get them and you use the singing frog. I think you can use a couple times, and then he does like an ultimate, and I think the bomb is a one-time use, and then that's kind of like an ultimate. But when you first get them, they're so few and far between. I didn't realize that, and I just kind of like used them up right away, and I didn't realize the potential. I wish that they were maybe like a little bit not as strong, but they had more uses so that it wouldn't just be like a one and done. So I thought that was a little bit bad. During the fights, it could get a little hectic. So there you got Kirby and 3 of his allies, and I thought it was a little bit too busy on screen, because sometimes during the fight, I thought I was one of Kirby's allies, and I thought I was like fighting the boss and like doing damage to the boss, when realistically I'm Kirby, just like over in the corner of the screen, facing the edge of the screen, trying to do damage when the boss is on the other side. Screw the goal game. at the end of the level where you have to jump on the pad and they give you like a few frames where you have to hit jump. I don't know what it is. Like my timing was bad. Maybe my delay on my TV is bad or something. I don't know. And the goal game gives you, if you do well on the goal game, you get puzzle pieces, and the whole premise of the game is to collect these puzzle pieces. And you know, there's these pink puzzle pieces that are really hard to find, as well as these, you know, switches or whatever. But the puzzle pieces primarily are used to create this picture at the end of the level. And there's nothing special about them. They're just pictures. You're just trying to make pictures with puzzle pieces, and it's like, oh, cool. That's a really nice digital picture you got there, but it doesn't do anything. It doesn't unlock anything. I know this is a shame, but I've never played any Kirby games previous to this. I mean, there's a few on like SNES, but I never played them to completion. So I was talking to my friend about this game, and he said that Kirby games typically, I believe, are short. And so this game, on par, was pretty short, which is a bad thing because the game was fun to play. Like overall, it was a good game and fun to play, and you know, the pacing and everything was really good. It's just, I hate to see it end, and it ended so quick. So, all right, for the ugly, there's no ugly. There's no ugly for this game. I really couldn't find anything ugly with Kirby. It's a beautiful game. All the wrinkles were smoothed out. You know, Nintendo has a relatively good development team when it comes to these AA, AAA titles. So they definitely don't release a game unless it's 100% complete. And in this case, it was 100% complete. So there's really no ugly spots that I could find for Kirby Star Allies. All right, so moving on to the best parts of the game. As you can see, clearly evident, the colors of this game are insane. It's like running around some crazy-ass dream world with all these colors and Kirby and all his friends with all these elementals and all this crazy stuff going on. The overall gameplay, the pacing of the game and the action of the boss fights, even the controls, minus those few things I was talking about with, you know, doubling down on the controls. The game was amazing. Like, it's very fluid. It's very pleasing to the eye, very pleasing to the ear. It's fun to play. Be great for kids, great for adults. I liked it. I loved it. It was a great game. Another awesome aspect of the game was when you combine the character abilities. So all of Kirby's allies have the ability to be absorbed by Kirby and then combined further. So you can become like a sword guy that's kind of like Link from Zelda, and you can light his sword on fire. Or you can use any other of the various elementals, or you could take your telekinesis buddy, ally, that you're not absorbing, you know, just on the side, and she could pick up the rock dude, turn him into a statue, and fling him across the map, while Kirby's over in the corner doing a flame dash. You know, it was the AI and the character combination of the game, you know, really added to the normal standard Kirby game, and it really added to it, and I really liked it a lot. You know what was really awesome that they only did once in the game, but it was so awesome, was that last, I'm gonna a little bit of spoilers, but I'm not gonna tell you like specifics of it, but there's this last boss fight, and the entire game is a side scroller. It's 2-dimensional, and then the last boss fight has this 3-dimensional aspect to it, which is kind of like putting the, you know, the cherry on the top. But I was like, oh my god, like they need to put more of this into, you know, before in the game. It would have been, oh man, it was such a highlight to the game. I guess the fact that they put it in the last fight of the game, it made it like amazing and awesome, but I wish I saw more of it. And the final awesome thing that I liked, I mean, it's kind of a gameplay thing, but these platforms that you jump onto and the game kind of becomes like a side scroller, or almost an auto scroller. You can turn into like a circle with your 4 friends, and you become a wheel and you roll around destroying crap on the map, or you become a train and you train through things, not truck through. Auto kill enemies and run around the map, and You become a star, and you guys are floating around on a star, shooting crap out of it. You know, it was typical awesome Kirby, colorful gameplay stuff. So, all right, for rating, for numeric value, I guess I'll give Kirby an 8 out of 10. Thought the game was a little bit too short for a AAA title. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed my good, bad, ugly, and awesome review of Kirby Star Allies, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.